Hello there, my name's Sarah Ruhlman. I'm the founder of the website Sarah Scoop. I've managed to get a pretty good response in my social media presence, but it took a lot of hard work. To try and save you a bit of that effort, I'm here to pass along some of what I've learned. When all is said and done, hopefully you'll be getting more likes outside and in.
I do not know what I am doing when it comes to Instagram.
That people probably got sick of me.
I didn't use the right hashtags, or I didn't use any hashtags at all.
Social media has been around long enough for some of us to have grown in our lives, only to find out we have to make our accounts grow with us. That's where our guest Laura finds herself.
My name is Laura. I have a really crazy story, I guess, crazy life. I'm pretty rough around the edges, and I feel like my social media is not really going to be taken seriously. I feel like the way that I grew up or the things that I seen, I really grew up fast. I feel like maybe I'm a little too sexual, or I guess the roughness of how I've grown up definitely shows through. I'd really like to step into a different type of, I guess, branding for myself. You know, maybe I can get discovered or, start making revenue. I've been working since I was 13 years old. I got 2 kids. I would love not to work 3 jobs. I'm a product of my environment, but I've come out of that since then. I live different, so I want to continue and, grow. I've never really had anybody there asking me, what do you want to be when you grow up? So I feel like I'm kind of all over the place and I just need some direction. Help me with hashtags, help me get all these crazy ideas, everything I'm trying to do. I need you guys to mold it and help me figure out how to make it happen, how to get my social media going. I'm ready for this social media makeover. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you for joining us today, Laura. You should be proud of yourself because you know what? It's time for you to make a change, and you've admitted that, you've seen it, and we're going to help you do it. So first up, can you just kind of give me some backstory on your social accounts and what you want to do with them?
Well, my social accounts have really just been personal. I haven't really tried to do anything business-wise. It's pretty much just been, memes or sayings, quotes, my kids. But now, since 2011, I've been really trying to, post myself or my personality, put things out there that maybe, if I could get a like or a following, I could start to do something professional with it.
So speaking of professional, you mentioned in your audition video that maybe your videos are just a little too sexual and out there.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
I guess it is what it is. I do feel like sometimes, I just post whatever I'm doing at the moment. So, if I was to do it professionally or try to do it business-wise, I don't think I'd have as much, as my leisure life or whatever I'm doing on it. So, I just post, if it's personal, I'm just posting whatever.
I believe that this was from a strip club.
Oh, probably.
So, see, you're giving me a different vibe when you're talking than what you're showing online.
Right.
Because you seem very put together, you know what you want to do, and you want to make a name for yourself on social media, but putting things up from a strip club, no matter what, you're not going to seem professional.
Right.
So
yeah, that's a good point. I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah, so even if you're there in the moment, just like in any line of work, you need to separate. And you're here today because you want to turn your account into something professional.
Right.
So whatever you're doing in your free time, you need to start looking at your social media as something, think about it like anyone can see it, anyone in the world.
Like a job, right?
Think of it as a job.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want to be confined to a box where I'm only doing one thing. If I do start doing a business and I do a clothing line, it would probably be for females, so I'll target females, but I also can do guys or, hoodies or any kind of thing, depending on what my clothing line's gonna be.
You obviously want to make a change, so let's kind of figure that out. Tell me,
Right.
in your dream world, you woke up tomorrow with your account, you had already planned it all out, what does it look like?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, a lot cleaner. Change my name because I'm sure that scares people off.
Right, so you were telling me a little bit about the name. Can you tell me, explain that for everyone?
Well, I never really thought that I was pretty or I never posted any pictures of myself before 2011. And then when people started saying like, oh, you're really pretty and this and that, or if looks could kill, it's like, that's how I came up with homicide, because if looks could kill, I'd be killing everybody or everybody would be dead.
Okay, so I understand the backstory of that, but for the average person on social media, and we'll bring in Dr. Susan here in a little bit because I know she spoke with us too, and we were talking with you, and when we see homicide, we think murder. And you're not wanting to portray that image, so definitely will want to change your name. I always suggest to people that if you are wanting to have a professional outlet, unless you have a brand already, and if you're branding yourself, you should just use your first and last name because you have nothing to hide. When you're branding yourself, you're wanting to get followers, do the things you want to do, but then remember that this is like your job. This is your resume, because you want to take this serious and you want to turn this into a business is what your hope is.
Absolutely.
Dr. Susan Harrison is an author, an award-winning speaker, and a coach for professional matters, as well as life in general. Come and join us, Dr. Susan Harrison.
All right, I would love to. Thank you so much. Hello, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yes, you should be. Look
in
at
the
you.
hot seat.
Yes, Laura and I have been looking at her profile.
Okay.
She's really ready to make a change on who she's presenting online because it's just not matching up with who she is and who she wants to be.
Absolutely, I would totally agree with that. Yes, I made some notes. May I go ahead? I'm sorry, I should probably wait till you ask me questions. But
go for it.
all right, so can you read what I wrote? Oh my, what? Can you read that?
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
So much potential.
Uh-huh. And then
Cute.
Cutie.
Cutie, beautiful smile.
Yeah, that's all you. That's all you. I mean, that's one of those things that I saw, and I'm like, she's so pretty. And I love your voice, something about your voice and the way that you speak. And I think that you're one of those people that other people could be very attracted to. And I think that's might be where you got the nickname too, right? Because, I mean, look at that smile. She has a great smile. She's so pretty, and you're very warm. And so I think that you take all of those good things about yourself, and now let's portray who you are from that angle. I mean, we all have different sides to us. You've mentioned that before, but we want to definitely show your best side, and you have a lot of great things. I will tell you, I do not say that about everyone, all right? I just don't. But some of the things that you said really hit me, and I made notes, so you feel free to read over my shoulder anytime you want, but I'm rough around the edges. That's one of the things. It's the roughness of how I grew up. So I want to stop with that right now and just say, wherever you came from, you get to decide right now who you are and what that means. And I know that you know this logically, so now you act on it and you do what you think you should based on who you want to be. One of the things that I've noticed, and I think you probably have too, is that you like to be real. This is me. This is who I am. So I want you to encourage you to still be real. I don't want you to feel like we're going to be fun suckers and we're going to take away everything.
And when it comes to sharing online, people want to see the real. They want to see your day-to-day, what it's really like. You might post a picture where you look glamorous and dressed up and matching head to toe, and then in your stories or wherever else you're keeping it real, or you post another photo and you let your caption speak and tell people what's going on that day, but keep it real to who you are and where you're at in life without crossing the line.
Exactly. And then I wrote down some other things here that you'd said before. You said, I'm organized, I'm a perfectionist, and that people don't really get that from you. And they don't get that because of what you're putting out.
Right.
So we want to just change that. I just want you to know that we don't want to change who you are. We don't want to make you a completely different person. We just want everyone to get to see this awesome person that we have met.
Your social media should reflect that as well. So do you have any tips or ideas for her on what she could be posting?
Yes, first of all, I want you to think about how you're limiting yourself up here. more than even social media. Because you say things like, I never thought that this could be me. So I want you to start thinking that.
Right.
It can be you. So as far as specific tips of what you can post, I would look at your beautiful family. Maybe post something there. Maybe you do a video of, here we are at the park, and here's the most fun thing going on. And maybe it's, you know, some of that personal stuff. You always want that, right, Sarah? You always want personal things.
It depends on, too, what brand you're trying to build. If you're trying to rebuild your personal brand, then of course, like, it is part of our, like, criteria now. When people are looking for jobs, their social medias are popping up. Employers are looking at those things.
I don't know. I need to start with trying to get my clothing line started, or like something that I can really actually post. I was gonna say that'd be a good idea to kind of post the journey of trying and doing it.
And see, that's where you're going to need to just clean up your profile. You're gonna want to change your name or start a new one that's just your clothing brand. And it's okay to start over. Like, that's just part of it. Everyone starts new profiles every day, and you know what? You might not see the followers in a day or in a year or in 3 years, maybe in 5 years, but it's something that you just have to keep on with. If you believe in it, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
And don't wait till you have your clothing line.
Right.
Start. And Sarah always has these great ideas, such as if you were, like she's mentioned earlier, if you're into food, then start all of these different aspects of food. So start looking at fashion. Maybe you see a fashion show on TV and you do a little clip of that and you say, well, here's something I liked in this. Notice this outfit. I mean, whatever. If fashion is the way that you end up going, and you could do fashion and food, but you probably want to target something right
I would
now.
suggest targeting, and you got to make yourself an expert. If you're going to be making a clothing line, I should go to your profile and I should see a fashion influencer. I should see you in different outfits, telling me where you got them. And then you're going to add on your line later. You don't have to do it all now.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. You've given us a lot to think about. Laura and I are going to set up a plan, and we're going to get her on her way to success.
Wonderful, and you can do it. And I'm here if you need anything, all right?
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
You too.
I know I don't seem like, or I guess because my social media is a certain way, that I don't seem like, I have a saying, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Like, if I say it, I'm gonna do it. I've got a lot of great ideas, and you guys are just helping me, like, point me in the right direction. I'm definitely excited. I'm ready. I really feel like it was a really new experience for me. I've never done anything like that. What was the first thing that I did with my social media? Well, I got rid of all the exotic dancers. I went through and I deleted all my posts. I only kept ones that were, I guess, appropriate for my branding or whatever it is that I want to do. I'm definitely farther than I was growing up. I've come a long way.
All of us are growing all the time. If you ever find yourself at a point where you think you'd like to be or try something new, maybe you'll be brave like Laura and take the next step by letting your social media become something new along with you.
Let's see. Baby!
Oh, hi.
By far the best part of my day.